Check out this. Boom. Let's see. Know that this is off. I need to lift it a little on this side. Shit is crazy, man.
Ain't it?
I just said it's fucking like it's a new strand of like Corona in LA. This shit is immune to the vaccine.
Oh my god.
This shit is unstoppable. You hear me? You gonna cough, nigga. Like it's a new strand of like Corona.
Hold on. Is that me?
Yeah, that's probably you got a YouTube window up, or maybe I do.
No. I just turned it off. We good.
You was considering StreamYard?
Nah, man, I definitely am. I mean, aside from the glitchy part or whatever, just because we know it has more editing options.
I mean, it just would look different because I don't know.
Okay, but you know what though? It's almost like if it ain't broke, don't fix it just yet. Because this is getting the job done. This is getting it up on the iTunes and in the things. Hey man, what's up with Spotify? What are they not approving as fast or something?
I don't know. I have to look into it. I'll ask her. Yeah. I thought Spotify was approved quickly.
Nah, man. iTunes is because we got like 3 of them up, but Spotify has like 1.
Okay, I'll find out. I will get to the bottom of them shits.
Oh man, let's see. This got to be number 12. Okay.
Oh. Nigga, maybe I'm tripping, but when they be talking about football on TV, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, I'm like, man, I don't care 2 shits about this. I was like, is that because I'm not interested in football, or is that because the conversations just be trash to me? 2 shits. Deshaun Watson is who cares, my nigga? Get to this basketball. Give a fuck about that shit.
Hey man, it's funny you brought that up because I had walked out the room, so I think I heard what you said, man. And yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I don't give a when they be talking about football on ESPN, I don't be giving a shit about it. Like, I really don't care.
Yo, where's my remote?
I think I'm gonna do a clubhouse for this conversation. For this,
what you mean?
I started a little convo yesterday. I said, if you're a criminal, which child would you prefer was your child between Tariq from Power, Franklin from Snowfall, Jonah from Ozark, or Walter Jr.?
Funny. That's a good one.
Niggas got real opinions about this shit.
Right.
I was like, I don't really know how you. Everybody automatically goes to Franklin, but Franklin be lying. Like he lies and he puts the family directly in danger. Franklin, like Franklin's a great. He ain't got no heart. We could start there. He ain't really got the heart to do what's necessary to get shit done in the life that he chose. Like he's shown signs, but even then, it's still suspect. Like he ain't gonna just Jonah will pop you, bro.
Yeah, right, with the rifle.
Jonah will pop you, fam. Without even he'll pop you. He'll pop a bird. He'll like that nigga pop you, bro. That he's a shooter.
Right.
Tariq will do it. If you deem a issue, like if you're a problem, then Tariq will do it.
Right.
And then like
who's shooting?
Yeah, I was like that nigga Tariq will do it. Like if you do like a if you're like an issue for the family or you present like clear and present danger, then it's Tariq. But then like if you talking if you just want a good kid that just ain't gonna be involved and just he don't want no parts of this, then it's Walt Jr. I was like, nobody said Walt Jr. Like nobody, nigga. Walt Jr. didn't want no problems with nobody, bro.
Nah, but man, he ain't good to have though. He ain't good to have your back. Like you need somebody that's going. At least you think somebody's gonna have your back, because Tariq ain't gonna have your back either.
Tariq will have your back as long as you don't lie to him. You just look. Here's the problem. Ghost was always talking to Tariq, wanting him to be Walt Jr. That was the problem, nigga. He want just go to school. Don't worry about what's going on over here. It's like, but nigga, it's dead bodies all in the bedroom, fam. It's like, he always kept it funky with his mama. You can't lie to him, bro. You lie to him, then it's like, all right, well, I guess we ain't on the same side then. I thought we was family, but clearly you on some BS.
So that's it. You said that's all Tariq needed was the truth, man.
That's it. His mama kept it funky with him. He ain't got no problems with his mama.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It, man.
Damn it.
It's interesting, man. They get thrown the way it tossed around, man. I was like, this is an interesting dynamic.
Yeah. Hey, man, welcome y'all to the Black Tea Podcast. Here we got episode 12 coming out the gate fresh with energy all around the world right now. I'm one of your hosts, Mikey Winfield, just coming off I don't know, man, an amazing week. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest, man. I ain't even keeping it funky, man. I won't say it's been that amazing, but I feel like I gotta put that energy out there.
You gotta start it off right.
So that it attempts to match up, because it hears me, but it hears the other side too. But it's about to be great, man. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling some good things.
It was hella regular, man. You ain't gonna believe this shit. I ate some cereal, bro.
I had a hella regular ass week.
We can't act like having cereal ain't a great start to a week.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I was watching something online and them niggas was eating cereal, and I was like, man, cereal lit. Like,
I don't even eat cereal, but it's not because it. Nah, man.
Why you can't eat cereal? Cereal should be all in your. That should be all for you.
Yeah, man.
Cereal,
what you got against it?
Nah,
man. It's carb.
It's just sugar.
Forget the sugar. Listen, man. Look. You just almond milk.
No, listen, bro. Listen.
Milk?
First off, this is one of the issues. When I get cereal, it's gone in that sitting. Like, first off, anybody who just eat one bowl of cereal, don't trust them. That's a no. They're the feds. You got to re-up at least one time on the cereal.
Right, I'm with that.
And it might be two. And now we understand as grown-ups, when you pour 2.5 bowls of cereal, you start shaking the box like, yo, it's almost gone. And I just said like a whole box of cereal. Even if you get like the family size.
Big old bowl. You got the super big bowl.
I don't care if you put it in a soda cup, in a bottle cap for some reason.
Damn. After 2.5?
Fill up. After 2.5, that's it.
Yo, man.
Four flakes on top of each other, but it's almost gone.
Yo, Lance, you done started something. No, you started something. I think everybody gonna be looking at people different when they only had one bowl and dip. You're gonna be like, yo, what's up with them?
You got to. If somebody pour one bowl of cereal and just walk away from the table, check them for a wire. They working for somebody.
Yeah.
I don't make these rules.
Yo, man, it's the wrong cereal. It's the wrong one, man. You got to put I mean, I get maybe they need to make bigger size boxes, but people don't want to spend $4.99 for cereal. But it's what you eating, man. You got to find that delicate balance.
You talking about some healthy cereal?
Yeah, man. Like the
Frosted
bran
Mini
flakes. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the only healthy cereal that you can find. It's like Kamut Flakes.
Who?
Kamut Flakes.
That sound like a homie. Yeah, you know the homie Kamut, man. He be having them.
Yeah.
It's like
he hoop.
Yeah.
Yo, Kamut dope, man. He got that cross. Right.
You gotta he got the good ball too, like the ball to play with. He got
he always bring his rock.
He bring the ball. That's how you guarantee to get on the court. It's my ball, bro. Like y'all not, I'm on, my nigga. This is my ball, bro. They people that tell you that we should get away from oatmeal and start eating like Kamut. It's like these grains and flakes, but it's man, you gotta get used to the taste, and I don't want to get used to a new taste. That's me, man. Like if I want some cereal, first off, top cereal.
Top 5 cereals, let's go.
Top 5 cereals.
The best cereal in the game, Raisin Bran Crunch.
Man.
We talking about it got the flakes, the bran flakes. Then you got the raisins like Raisin Bran, but then you throw in some granola.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't want to play no more. yo, man. Yeah. Hey, you're right.
But the crunch berries, bro. Crunch berries? Captain Crunch with the crunch berries? Captain with the scratch the roof of the mouth?
Yeah.
That's how you know crunch berries good, because they do like this on the way out. No. We call it inside of your face.
Yo, why did Captain Crunch had its own commercial to hate on its own cereal? No one's ever done that. They had the cereal, and then in the same commercial, they'd be like, soggies. I'm like, whoa, they put that in their commercial. That's what the competitor's supposed to do. They're supposed to be like, make the soggies commercial. Like, yeah, don't fool with them, man. That shit be sogging, you know?
You remember, like, they've even had the beef where it was like, no, we going all berries. It's like, the all berries is damn near Fruit Loops. It's like, no, that's not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Berries?
Hey, Apple Jacks?
Apple Jacks is dope. Yeah. Apple Jacks is ridiculous. Poof. Hey man, but I need flakes. I need something with some flakes. I need like an adult cereal, man. It gotta have flakes and raisins.
Now you back at Raisin Bran Crunch then.
I know, but I'm trying to alter the ingredients so it ain't exactly that.
Okay,
so I'll have an answer. This still enters the top 5.
Flakes with Raisin Bran with a little bit with raisins and granola in it and a little bit of honey.
Man, with a little spin. Yeah, man.
I'm in the motherfucking AMP. I'm trying to get some gas. I was in the car debating, like, yo, should I just try to make it home with the gas I got? Because that'll make for an interesting show if I'm running out of gas.
That'll make for a hell of a show.
I go try to get some gas. She said, I said, can I get 100? I mean, I need 40 on pump 10. She said, I can't break 100. But you ain't got $60 in there?
You don't have 320s?
Why are y'all open?
Yeah, man. You didn't ask her personally. You asked the register.
The register. I didn't say, yo, I need all my hundreds back in ones. I said, yo, I'm about to give you 40. I just need $60 back. So I can't break that.
Right, you know what's even crazier is you had an AMPM. They don't take with debit cards. No, they don't take credit cards either.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean they take debit. I don't like dealing with debit cards at AMPM. I always feel like they'd be like, we just gonna hold 200 and we'll give you the rest back when we figure out what you didn't use.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, you ever go to them real cheap ass gas stations? The ones when like you really running out of gas and you like, oh
Mhm.
no, and you veer off the freeway. Those are the ones you're not supposed to ever use debit. Like they be
Yeah.
collecting your info on the spot
Yeah,
and buying shit in like Brazil.
yeah, absolutely. Side note, man, I'd be remiss not to touch my favorite cereal of all time, which is cinnamon mini buns. That had to get mentioned. Nobody remembers it, but I
I
remember.
remember it was disgusting.
What?
Yo,
He
I
said he
remember that.
remembered and it was disgusting. I heard him crystal clear.
Yeah, man, I remember those cinnamon mini buns. They was brown and had little
How do I,
ribs in them.
how do
I get.
how do I exit out of this Zoom? How
You
do I
press leave meeting.
Yeah, that's
Cinnamon-
cool. They used to sit on the top of the milk and stuff. It's all good, but
man,
Yeah, I
cinnamon
ain't
mini
never
buns-
had them, but
cinnamon mini
yeah.
buns flip, bro. I
So
don't
that's
know
your
why they
favorite?
stopped making them, but they was
Well,
fire. And I don't even like cinnamon minis like that.
It sounds like Mike might have the answer to why they stopped making them shits.
hey, man, I don't know, but I don't like cereal that float. Like I like my joint to be at the bottom of the bowl with the milk. Like
You need,
those ones
your,
that
You want
you
cookies?
need your cereal. You need your cereal to sink.
I needed to sink to the bottom, man. That mean it got fiber in it and all of that. Everything healthy. If it
What
float,
about
there's no fiber
corn
in it.
pops? What about corn pops?
Fucks with those.
Yeah, and they float.
Yeah, they do. They do. It's been a while. So I don't know if my taste buds changed, but it's been a while. But yeah, corn pops was
Clearly,
well,
I still eat
I
little
binged
kid
on
cereal.
those.
I clearly still eat little kid cereal.
Fruity Pebbles. I could do Fruity Pebbles.
Never again. I had
I
my
could do
time.
Fruity Pebbles. Yeah, it's like it's just because they got the sweetness and stuff of like the Captain Crunch, but it don't come with the maintenance. You're not gonna have your mouth cut up, and
Mm.
they got the fruitiness of Fruit Loops, but they little. Like Fruit Loops is it's a little bit of commitment with Fruit Loops because the loops be kind of big, but the Fruity Pebbles is like you can put 700 of them in one spoon in one bite.
I definitely like Fruity Pebbles over Fruit Loops. Unpopular
Fruity
opinion. I definitely take Fruity Pebbles over Fruit Loops and or Tricks.
Damn.
Yeah,
I
nah,
forgot
give
how
me
tricks even look. Hey man, speaking of Fruity Pebbles, no, Fruit Loops. I was eating Fruit Loops for like a stretch, but when we got introduced to Apple Jacks, we never went back to Fruit Loops. It was like we don't even need Fruit Loops anymore.
I don't even know what flavor Apple Jacks is. I just know it's fire.
It is, man. It's those little specks they got in each round thing.
Yeah.
They just take it to another level.
I don't know what. I guess this might be supposed to be apple cinnamon. I don't know what flavor it is, but I know it's good.
Hey man, and speaking of Kamut flakes, let's hooping, yo man, whoo! The Warriors put that smack down last night on them Lakers, didn't they? Yo, Steph the GOAT. Woo!
Hey,
Oh yeah, BT, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Say what you say.
I know. I was just saying, BT, go ahead. That was all I was saying.
Yo, listen. We all know I'm a diehard Lakers fan, but I ain't gonna even hold you. The only person I'm more of a Lakers fan in basketball than the Lakers is me, bro. And fantasy wise, man, listen, bro. I got Steph, I got Kelly Oubre. Hey, I was fine. I ain't gonna even. I was like, we can afford a lot. Kelly played, bro.
Yeah.
Kelly Oubre played. He showed up. Cause man, if I like Kelly Oubre, like he always fit. When they got him, I'm like, oh yeah, this makes sense. Cause he cocky. He already feel like a Bay nigga. Like he already feel like that. So it's just like, oh, he gonna fit right in. And he just been done. He shot 1 for 25 for his first 26 3-pointers.
Right.
And he averaged like 35 or 36 behind the three. So he just been shooting terrible. He just like couldn't find his confidence, couldn't find his way in. He's still been playing defense pretty aggressively. And last night, everything was connecting, bro. And I was like, I'm here for this. Like
Yeah,
Kelly
man.
Oubre showed up. Steph was great. And then I got Schroeder and Harold on my other teams, and they played great. So hey man, oh well, Lakers, y'all lost. Oh, it's so sad.
Yo, Oubre, man, I know his energy. He got this light skin, nobody handed him nothing in hoop energy. And
Absolutely.
he got that anger that he still brings to the court that's literally ferocious.
Right.
But I know, not that I faced it or dealt with it, but I know who that was coming up
Yes.
in hooping. Like people wasn't fooling with him. They was like thinking he was soft, and he was doing everything in the opposite to let you know that he ain't soft.
Bro, I feel like let's be controversial. I feel like basketball is one of the few sports where you get aggressive light skin energy. Like you get like the light skinned niggas that believe they can hoop, nigga. Them if he going, they go hard because it's kind of their game. Because basketball can be a really like a pretty game. Like you played with like the pretty boy hooping nigga, but that nigga was nice. So it's like, all right, you gotta respect. It's like it's different. Like it ain't football's a little different. You can't see a nigga shake his bangs like
Right.
You can't see it in football, but when Steph is giving it to you, bro, you just gotta take it, fam. Like Steph and LeBron is hoop, bro. It's like, no, this nigga's small, and his game is like really kind of flashy, but he nasty though. Like, he's so nasty.
Yeah.
And everybody just respect when you nasty. It's like, that nigga nasty though, bro. It's, yeesh.
Yo, so the thing is, when you're watching the Warriors, it's like you seen the difference in their team when Draymond came back.
Yep.
Totally different when Draymond came back.
Yeah.
And then you just thinking like, bro, what if Clay was there right now? They'd be just fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like people kind of underestimate who Klay Thompson is. It's like, nah, bro, we talking about the best defender in basketball, one of them, and one of the best shooters, and just another smart basketball player.
Yeah.
So somewhere else, you just say?
No, I was saying Clay being there makes Steph even more lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, who's a better shooter than besides Steph? When Clay is at 100% health in his shooting ability, who's better than Clay?
Nobody.
Yeah.
I don't think so either.
I think he's on. I think there's no world where you say Ray Allen or Reggie Miller or even maybe Bird are like substantially better shooters than Clay. I think you got them all on the same level, and then there's Steph, who's leaps and bounds above everybody.
Yeah, I think it's because the era changed too.
So the thing with Steph is this: everybody else that you name, they shoot one way, which is usually off of screens, like off ball, pin downs, or like catch and shoot. Yeah. Steph does it off the dribble too, so it's like he gets his shot the same way Reggie Miller got his shot, and he can also get his shot the same way Dame Lillard or Kyrie get their shot. Or it's I can do it without the ball and with the ball,
and everywhere.
And once I get past half court, I'm in range.
Like it's Steph is a better mid-range shooter than like Allen Houston. like he better from the mid-range than everybody. It's like, yeah, the three is the three, but he's better from every point on the court. He's a better shooter than everybody who's ever played basketball, and that's crazy.
And that upsets me, man. And I say this repeatedly, but it's like, why is everybody else not working this hard? And those that are working hard, I get it. Sometimes you can only reach a certain ability. But there is somebody else who, if they put in the time, could become a way better in-game shooter. I just don't think they.
You think somebody in the league right now could probably do it?
Absolutely. Like, it's some dope shooters already, man. Like, you know who I like a lot? Middleton. But Middleton is being used for other stuff, and I think that's what they need him for. But I think it's other guys that could just be better at shooting, especially in the league we playing today.
You talk about Chris Middleton in Milwaukee, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Chris Middleton got that face, and it's hard to shoot when you got a long horsey face.
Right. It's true.
The wind don't hit your face the same when you go to shoot the bed.
They got
True.
he definitely don't got a best shooter of all time, but he got a Reggie Miller face almost.
He got a look, and then there's the height thing, right? So let's go to something that makes perfect sense with science. So on 2K, right? If you make a player on 2K, if they're taller, it's harder to get the shooting percentage than if they're slightly shorter. So it's like Steph is not challenged by anything basketball wise. He's not a ridiculous height, like 6'3". I think it's a lot of things. I think it's his hands. I think it's like where he's catching it from, where he's shooting, the angles. Let's not forget this. Steph's release is hella fast. You know what it is? It's almost like the Floyd Mayweather thing. It's like, no, Floyd's undefeated, but what you also got to understand is outside of him being undefeated, he's also the best defensive fighter to ever live. But next to that, he's also the best counter puncher probably to ever live. It's like no, it's a lot, and he misses the most punch, and he can take a punch. It's like, no, you guys are missing a lot of stuff. So like with Steph, it's just like so many things. It's like as long as Chris got that face, bro, I don't know if he's ever gonna
He said all that to say, as long as his face look like that, it's not gonna happen for him. I mean, because even when you talk about like a quick release, like Clay's release might be quicker. And Clay doesn't need to wind up. Clay will catch it here and shoot it here, like literally in one motion.
That looks weird.
But the thing with Clay is he's not doing it off the bounce.
Yeah.
So that's the difference with Steph, is he's doing it off the bounce too.
I mean, even to Mikey's point though, like with Chris, you also see Chris Middleton having to find like his balance when he shoots. Like he has to be at the angle that he shoots at to hit. Steph, really, it don't matter.
Steph shouldn't even be in the conversation, man. And I just wish other people were in the conversation. And I think it's the time and the ethic. And he grew up in basketball. Something about that you can't take for granted either. So
it's in his blood.
Yeah, I mean, it's some people in the conversation though. Buddy Hield's in the conversation. Duncan Robinson's in the conversation.
He's on his way.
Joe Harris.
Robinson. Yeah.
Joe Harris is in the conversation.
Yeah. Dame, obviously.
Yeah, Dame is in that conversation. But when I look at because I look at how people shoot too. Like Buddy Hield is why I said Buddy, and Buddy's numbers back all this up too. Buddy and Dame shoot so effortless. Like they shot it so effortless that you don't even realize sometimes how far they're shooting from.
Yeah.
Because Steph's jump shot looks like technically and mechanically it doesn't look like he's doing everything right.
Right.
Buddy and Dame's does, but it looks really easy.
Yeah.
And a lot of the difference is, team and green lights and all those kind of things and what they're allowed to do. Because Dame, once again, is somebody else who do it off the bounce. So Dame got the rock in his hand all the time. So at any moment he could just pull up. They set high screen. If you watch Dame and Steph, they set high screens for them 3 feet behind the 3-point line.
Right. So when the season first started, that like wasn't happening. I'm like, yo, where are the high screens? Like this, they were running this like dumbass complex offense. I was like, no, y'all don't have the pieces for that right now, bro. Like just set the high screen and let them go. Cause no matter, Steph's a good enough passer and his handle's good enough that when he comes off this high screen, he's gonna be fine no matter what. So just set the high screen and y'all move out the way. But that's Draymond. he really made. I saw they had him mic'd up yesterday, and you saw the clip where he was talking to Wiseman, and Wiseman was just like, went out the game. He got frustrated because he was in foul trouble. So then he came back in, and they show Draymond's talking to him. He was like, "No, bro." He was like, "You." As he's approaching, Wiseman's already like shaking his head because Draymond's already been in his head right. He's like, "You saw it, right? Like you were supposed to be there." He's like, "If you go there, it's you against it wasn't AD. It's you and Mark." He said, and I like that. He was like, he said, "You know, I'm gonna see you." He said, "You just gotta get to the spot." And he was like, and you can see Wiseman just he learning the game. He only played 3 games in college, bro. It's like he's like,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
you're right. I gotta get this spot. He's like, man, you know I got you. He said, I'm gonna see every spot on the floor. I'm gonna get you, and it's you and Mark on the ISO. That's perfect, but you got to get there. He was like, I just didn't see the ball. He said, that's the problem. You didn't see the ball. He said, you got to see the ball. He's like, I'm gonna see you, but you got to see it. He was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, and it was like, oh, that's Draymond, bro. His presence changes everything about this team.
Oh, I love it. Right.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, and speaking of shooting, the Sperm Kings have a problem. Too much demand. So here's an article, man. This is going around the world. It says, many people want a pandemic baby, but some sperm banks are running low. So women are joining unregulated Facebook groups to find willing donors. It says, they threw in this part, no middleman required. Haters.
Messing up my hustle.
I always wonder at a sperm bank, did you go in like, y'all, I'd like to make a withdrawal? Is that how you go get it at the sperm bank? Like, yeah, I'm just here to make a withdrawal.
I'm trying to make a deposit real quick.
Yeah, and they tell you like, yo, you got overdraft fees at the sperm bank.
Right, you got a cosigner. You know?
Yeah.
What are the rules for like? Okay, so these chicks that are checking out the sperm bank thing, like, what are technically the rule? Like, do they want to have the sex or not? Because I mean, I just need to find out the pages. You know what I mean?
Okay. I imagine they really just want the baby. They probably already got a circle of people that they can get the sex from, but they don't want babies from them. So they rather go to a strange place and read all the criteria. Because, man, look, you go in there and you be like, you know, comedy star. They're like, oh, man, I want a funny baby. So, yeah.
Little baby sitting in his crib, leaning on the crib with his milk. So win.
I like cereal. Right. The baby got jokes.
Is it like by height? Like they say, like this sperm donor is 5'5". You like, nah, nigga, that's me.
Right.
Yeah. They leave that one in the freezer.
The 5'5" is stuck in there. I wonder like with I wonder what the actual laws are. Let me just ask y'all: has a woman ever told you to have a baby with her, like before you actually had kids?
For me, nah, man. I was with every girl I was with was like, yeah, one day we gonna have kids. Like, man, I be in some relationships that's all about the future, you know, and that always came up in the conversation. So, yeah, but never tried to on the spot unless
that
it was a mistake.
That was in the essence of y'all being together, though.
Yeah, that was that, man. It was like maybe one time when I think this girl stopped taking the pill or whatever, and things got a little, you know, in a place they shouldn't have got, you know. Right. What about you? What about you?
Right. I've definitely had women that just like we was already kicking it. And you know, I kind of draw my lines in the sand on where we gonna, like, it ain't gonna really kind of be anything but this. And they made it clear that they wanted to have kids with me. Like no, listen, let's just have the kids. Like, we don't really have to be together like that. Like, I just think it'd be cool for us to have I just want your baby. And I couldn't figure out the legal parameters for it because I was like, I don't want to be responsible for this baby. If this is just
so you would do it.
I considered it. One time it was actual money involved. Like, listen, I want to pay you to have a kid with me.
Man, that sounds like, this is why I think that sounds cool. It sounds like she's not gonna come after you.
No, that's
for stuff later, you know, right. If you make that decision. But damn,
yeah, it was like one woman literally like was like, no, I'll give you money to have a child with me. You don't have to be here. You don't have to be present for it. But like, I'm gonna pay you to be. But I didn't know what the legal parameters about that were. I was like, can you do that, or can you a few years later say, oh yeah, it's my baby? You know, like can I
like it's not both of y'all's?
Right. Can you really do a sperm bank with no middleman? It's like legit, can I just drop the kid off and then go on about my way?
And then she see you on TV like, excuse me, nigga.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, man. So Lance, I asked Mike, like, has a woman ever offered you a baby? Like, just like, yo, listen, I'd love to have a kid with you.
Now, not that directly, like a woman said, I want to have a baby with you, but it wasn't like in a deal form, like, yo, I just want to have a baby and you can, no, it was always like, no, I want a family with you.
Right.
And that was like,
yeah.
Got this whole career thing going.
Yeah. I said, you gonna be there too? That's where the problem is gonna rise.
Something's not adding up in this equation. It's you.
Yeah. The baby is fine, but then there's you.
I remember there was a point in time where like I was really like kind of gung-ho about the kid thing. Now I think I'm a little more indifferent. Like because I realize a lot of it is just selfish. Like it's just like legacy. It's just like, no, I just want to leave a kid. I want to put all my all into a child and then see a little me running around. Like, but as far as my life go, I'm like, things is cool. Like, if this is the run, I think I'll be fine. Like, nephews, I got a nephew now. I'm a corrupt the hell out of him. But like I saw a video the other day with these kids playing and they were just screaming. I'm like, why do they scream like that? Mike, why they scream? Why do babies like scream?
Nah, man, I'll tell you exactly why they scream, man. They don't know how to talk yet. So they don't understand tone. They don't understand anything. So when they screaming, it could be simple shit like, I just want to eat. But they like, I want to eat. But they haven't been taught that we all say it at a real regular tone. So that's how they communicate. And if something is really urgent, that's when they just don't stop. When they like, yo, I got shit in my ass right now and it's itching my ass. And they're like, help. And then if they just say it regular, it's gonna be no urgency on your part.
But okay, but all right, now once they start forming words a little bit, you ever watch them like play? And I'm talking like they're like 5, 6, 7, and they're playing. And it's like almost like they don't know how to express joy, so they're just screaming, and it's just like that high pitched wail. I'm like, why y'all screaming? Like, run around, play, have as much fun as you want, but like it's just like.
I think that's exactly what you said, though. Not knowing how to express themselves.
They haven't been socialized.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
You afraid that's the one you're gonna have? You're gonna have the screamer?
It's just really loud over my Call of Duty. I just don't know. Like while I'm playing the game, it's just loud, bro. I'm trying to play the game, fam.
Yeah, man. You just gotta turn up the volume in your headset.
Yeah. That's a lot. I don't know, bro. I don't know. What y'all do for the holiday for MLK Day?
Yeah, man, I was wondering about that, Lance, because man, I know you've been trying to avoid anger and not dwell in negativity. So on a day like that, I was wondering.
Oh man, I just scroll white people's pages and watch them
post Martin Luther King quotes that they don't believe in or live by. And you know, this the part that'd be funny to me is Martin Luther King said a lot of shit. They'd be conveniently picking the quotes. It's like he said some shit about y'all not being shit. Like, let's quote that.
Yeah, y'all forgot about that part.
Yeah, and let's start quoting Malcolm X too. He had some good shit to say about y'all too.
I mean, he got a birthday. He got a birthday too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's what I want. Martin Luther King Day.
You sir what
or Malcolm X Day.
What the daughter said, one of Martin Luther King's daughters said, "Don't let all this love fool you. They assassinated my daddy and I haven't forgiven you niggas." I was like, well, she said what she said.
Mm-hmm.
She said what she said. I have not given y'all. All this love wasn't present when he was alive.
That's how they do. They talk about that in the Bible. They go, and then they make graven images of you. They put all these statues around the world. It's like, but when he was here, y'all saying he was a terrorist, and y'all had this COINTELPRO shit set up, and y'all was tapping all of his call. It's all ridiculous. So then to see the celebration of him, it's like the CIA can't be celebrating Martin Luther King and want me to take that serious.
Oh, right, like the CIA. Why the CIA always be behind some bullshit, bro?
CIA, FBI.
We was watching Snowfall yesterday, and it said and like we binged all of season 1, and I was like just telling the squad that was watching that hadn't seen it, I was like, one of the things that you got to understand that's happening, without giving spoilers for the people that's watching live, is like this show is not just about that one storyline with the black dude. It's like, no, it's showing you everybody's involvement, like how Latinos and Spanish were involved because this is where it came from and what was going on with them, and how black people were involved and how it affected our neighborhood and how it was happening at a street level. And very importantly, how the government was involved. It was like, no, listen, they were trying to fund the war and this is how they was getting the money across. It's like, nah, man, they be in on shit, bro.
Yeah.
And I ain't never seen that storyline. You'll never see that take. They've been denying that for years. What crack? Who? We would never.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Are you watching, Mikey? Are you watching that? Are you watching Snowfall?
I want to because when I started it before, I only made it to 2 or 3 episodes. But now the TV's running out of TV. Like, I want to watch it right now. So no, man. We just finished The Chi. We on Your Honor right now, watching Your Honor. I'm rewatching Atlanta. Oh, man, that shit is funny.
What season are you in right now?
I'm taking my time, man, because I gotta it's all, life. It's already so much going on. So how do you find an hour or less to so it's difficult, man. And man, I want us to go back to something too, because we talked about the baby thing, and then, BT, you was comfortable. You was like, yeah, man, I shoot one out there. But man, it's a story about Tyrese, and y'all familiar with the story where his ex-wife of I don't know how many years, 3, she wants $20,000 a month child support. So those are the things to keep in mind if
$20,000 a month. What does she do? Just out of my curiosity again.
Oh, what's her career?
Yeah, what was her career beforehand? 20,000. I'm gonna be honest with you. This might not be a popular opinion. I'm not mad at 20 a month.
I'm furious.
20 a month, not for child support. For 20 a month for child support, I could make sense out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know what Tyrese is worth. But if it not 20 a month for child support kind of makes sense to me. Let's break it down like this. How much, if Tyrese had the child, how much money would he be spending for a really good caretaker at the house? for weekly, right? Let's say let's lowball it and say Tyrese is going to spend somewhere upwards of 2,500 a week, 1,000 a week.
Okay.
That just for 4 weeks, we already up to eight racks. Just for 4 weeks, we already up to 8 racks, and then feeding the baby. So now we at $1,000
A what?
for a month for what this baby gonna eat.
I thought you meant a week.
So we at 9 now.
So we at 9. Now you I don't want to say clothes because clothes sounds ridiculous because you don't buy clothes every month. But if you Tyrese baby, you might get clothes every month. He got a Starbucks on his property, right? So now we're at like 10. And then I'm just giving wiggle room for his success that I might be undercutting, right? Whatever the lavish things that he might be doing within his life. Because here's it is, bro. Let's call a spade a spade. If I'm Tyrese, how much am I spending in the strip club? If I got Tyrese paper, how much money am I spending on strippers and or miscellaneous fun stuff? I got that number probably close to 20. 15, 20 don't sound that bad to me. Not for Tyrese, not for Too Fast, Too Furious. But then again, I don't know what Tyrese is making. So that's the other thing.
I know he said, "What more do you want from me?" That's 20 too much. I think at that point he was saying, "I'm paying $13,000 a month." In that video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm paying $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
So now
I just want my baby.
Tyrese looked like he go to the strip club, and while he's there, he sings. And they put the light on him, and he just starts singing at the strip club, man. So I don't know.
Why are you singing "Sweet Lady" covered in glitter?
Why are you singing "Sweet Lady" to strippers?
Why is it raining on you?
Hey, you should only be singing "Sounds of Love Making" in here. I mean, listen, Ed, I'm not mad at putting a little pressure on Tyrese's pockets because maybe, just maybe, he'll do another TGT album. Like, yo, bro, come on, bring another TGT album, bro. Put the pressure on that boy. That's
what it take. That's what it need. The pressure. So yeah, man, you were asking about what does his ex-wife do? Her name's Norma Gibson, and it doesn't really say. So we need somebody that can look that up. It says she's working on a book, and she's managing her life and running errands. And, yeah.
So look. So
her book is called How to Scam a Nigga Out of $20,000 a month.
Possibly. It says she's also looking for a newlywed to pay her attorney fees. This can't be right. This can't be right.
You reading her bio on Tyrese's website.
It gotta be.
Because it's like, bro, where do you want, if you're Tyrese and she got custody, how do you, because the $20,000 a month, if there's no spousal attached to this, then it's like how you want your baby living when he leave your mansion with the Starbucks.
Yeah.
You want the baby to, where you want the baby at, bro?
I want her to live in Reno. Man, do you know the cost of living in Reno? Yo, 20,000. She got a castle. And then I can go see her if I feel like driving like 6 hours in the kid. Yo, that ain't the worst.
Yeah, it's like if we talking Sac and you live in the Thomas, where you want your baby at, bro? You want your baby in Galt? Or you want your baby in El Grove? You know what I mean? If you want your baby mama far enough away from you so she don't get on your nerve, but comfortable enough that your baby's life feel familiar. How old is the baby?
That's a good one. Damn. Your baby about this old. I think about this old.
Is he this many?
They only been married 3 years. So and in between that time, that's when they had the kids. So
and then because that's the reason I asked what she do is like, bro, if she not also famous, these numbers is a little, you know what I mean? Like okay. What was the numbers for for Dre. It was like $2 million a month.
Mm-hmm.
$2 million a month sound crazy to me because $2 million a month isn't like a sustainable living source. Like you're not gonna make a world make sense to me where $2 million a month. I'm like, $2 million is crazy.
Yeah.
Because to a certain extent, the child, if you're a child, to a certain extent, there's gonna be an understanding. It's like, nah, daddy ain't here no more. Like, that ain't this. We live in a different life.
That's what makes you stronger too.
Yeah. So it's like 20,000 a month sounds like a comfortable. We talking LA prices, bro. If she get a house, now mind you, I don't have no spousal in here. 20,000 a month, sheesh. That ain't that far off. That's all right. That's what 10. They got her a little bit over. They got her 10 through 2. They got her a little under. She is still under 300 for the year. She under
Really?
Yeah, she under 300,000 for the year.
Yeah, you're saying that's a reasonable life. That's pretty meager.
I'm saying I'm not thinking about it's child support.
Did she have a feud with The Rock? Was she on the bus singing the Coca-Cola song? Did she take Yvette's car?
No. But it's not spousal. The baby daddy did all that.
The baby ain't done shit. The baby, whatever, man.
I just want my baby. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think is a comparable amount for child support for Tyrese's baby?
I don't know Tyrese's situation. I know child support. I know all of those things are put in place. It's a terrible dynamic when you involve the government in these things in family. And, these things are all very disruptive. Yeah. And, just in the, when it comes to, because, okay, the way child support and stuff is set up sometimes, as the woman, or as sometimes even for the man, because men get spousal support and child support sometimes too, just not often. Everything becomes a business. Marriage now is just a bad business contract. That's just what it is. It's like, it's not about love, and this is a business deal. You sign a business contract. So as a business, you start looking at child support, and it's like, oh, it makes more business sense for me to just do this than to try to keep this going. It just makes more sense business-wise. So when you put those incentives in place and things, or when you put those incentives and things in place, it's difficult to try to go on with this family structure when it's like, or I can get this bread over here.
Yo, listen, I take back everything I just said. That's too much money.
Damn, that quick.
I just checked Celebrity Net Worth, bro. If I tell you, how much do y'all think say Tyrese is worth?
10 million.
Hold on, wait. This can't possibly be real. Let's go back. Hold on. Don't look it up, niggas. Don't look it up.
Not looking it up.
Hold on, wait. Let me just throw out a name. All right, let's just look at Michael Blackson, right? Michael Blackson's net worth. All right, let me see what we got. Where we got Michael Blackson at? I'm just trying to gauge a situation. It got Michael Blackson at $2 million. It got Michael Blackson at $2 million, right?
Yeah.
Who maybe was, let's say, let's go female. Let's go Issa Rae, right? Issa Rae. It got Issa Rae at $4 million.
That's it?
That's what they say.
Damn, okay.
They got Issa Rae at $4 million, right? Y'all give me somebody else.
Like a celebrity?
Yeah, sure.
Mikey Winfield.
Oh man, Mikey Winfield. Oh, that shit's smoking, man.
My shit's kind of dope, man. But I don't know if I want that in the streets though. But go
Okay,
ahead.
then you go somewhere else.
Tell him. No, tell him, man.
Let me tell the people what it is.
Because I looked at it too. I looked at it about 3 months ago, man. I'm wheeling and dealing in these streets, man.
Wow, you know, I don't even want to tell the people. I don't even want to get all in your business like that.
Yo,
man.
let them know, man, because I already know, man. I already know.
Hey, I don't want nobody pulling up on you, bro.
I know.
Yeesh. Tyrese is worth $3 million.
Oh no. Oh no. And you talking, yeah, 20,000 a month.
And when you so when they talk about worth and net value, that's not liquid. That's not I have 3 million in my hand. That's my likeness and contracts and investments and all that stuff. So you can't even go off them numbers. But the point is like, nah, bro, like that's why people got to keep working. See, one of the reasons why you see certain people that ain't just not working, they don't need to. Like, oh no, I got real bread. Now I can create when I want to. Like Dr. Dre is always gonna make beats, but it's like I ain't put on no albums every year and touring no albums. Like I have real money.
I would like to put a full recant on everything I said about that 20,000. That's way too much money, bro. Way too much money. It's way too much money. If he only got 3, come on, man. He only gonna be able to hold that up for about 4 years, bro. That's it.
That's it.
His baby is like 12 or 13, right?
Oh man, if the baby that old, that baby don't even need no caretaker.
Wait a minute. How the baby that old? I thought, so he been with her forever and they only been married 3 years. That gotta be it then. That's who won it, because she can't get spousal support because they haven't been together long enough. So she's like,
can't get spousal support because he's only worth $3 million.
That's the reason. Yeah, you don't qualify when you make so less of money.
And I'm not trying to count nobody's pockets, but man, you're a public figure, bro. It's on the internet.
Yeah, man. People probably don't like get on his streams because the dude got music. Got music, man. Yeah, and
do you go and listen to just Tyrese music like that?
I have never. Hey, man, and what about BET, man? Do they pay you when Baby Boy plays? Because he should be rich.
If they pay him by the time they pay Baby Boy by that number, then this nigga is I don't know why nigga's name just slipped my fucking head. Jeff Bezos, nigga.
we know that. We know BT be suspect with the check, man. That's just they rep, man. That just is what it is. Yeah, bro. I didn't know. But how much is he getting for the Too Fast, Too Furious?
I don't know, man. They changed the name so he wouldn't be in it anymore. I think it's called Too Furious, Too Fate. It's like a whole
right?
Huh?
Is he not in the new one?
Hey, man.
I've never seen not one of those movies.
Man, not in the beginning. In the beginning, they was lit, man.
One.
So you don't even know Paul Walker.
Yeah. I seen the pictures. I said, man, rest in peace. That nigga had beautiful eyes. Yeah, that's what I said.
He did, man. He was killing. He was killing on the whips, man. Brian O'Connor, I think it's something like, no, is that Terminator? Whatever, it don't matter. Yeah, man.
So look, this is something I'm open and I don't give a shit about. I don't like action movies at all.
Well, that's just
like what'd you say?
I said that's just ridiculous.
Like so like Too Fast, Too Furious, Gone in 60 Seconds.
You don't like pointless action.
Yeah.
What's considered action? Is The Dark Knight considered action?
Absolutely.
Then I like that.
Yeah, but there's a storyline and a point there and so on and so forth. So it's like it's like an action thriller. So like you just don't like mundane action sequences.
I don't like action movies where the point of the movie is action.
Yeah, I got you.
What about Rush Hour?
Rush Hour is fantastic, but that's comedy.
That's different. Beverly Hills Cop. I mean, well, that was,
Yeah, that's
Bad
comedy.
Boys. Well, I mean, let's not get carried away.
We
Hey,
talking
what about
about-
anything with Martin in it? Hey, come on, man! Like that was
I'm
an action
on-
movie.
I'm on board. I'm on board with all of that. I'm talking about like Terminator,
Gotcha.
Die Hard.
Oh no, wait a minute. Now
You don't like Die Hard?
I've never seen it, and I'm okay with that.
Oh no, you should see Die Hard.
Die Hard, at least the first one.
No, I
Yeah.
should.
Watch it on Christmas. It's
Yeah, it had Carl Winslow was in it. Yeah, man.
Well, since you put it that way,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
what's okay? Let me ask you this, right? What's the dopest? Not dopest. What is the one movie that you just haven't seen and you okay with that? Like, did everybody talk about? It could be a black movie, or it could be like just like a real popular movie, and you like, I haven't seen it, and I'm totally fine with that. And then, what is the movie that you like always like? I'm gonna get around to watching that one day, and you just haven't got around to it yet.
I can tell you for sure movies that I would say I'm gonna get around to, and okay, let me put it like this: I say I'm gonna get around to them, and I either haven't gotten around to them, or I just don't remember them. I got a whole bunch of, I couldn't tell you the like movies that people love that I couldn't like go through beat for beat with you. Oh, I got it. That list long. Menace to Society.
No, stop. Whoa, Tom. You haven't seen Menace to Society?
I've seen Menace to Society. I don't remember Menace to Society.
Oh man,
I remember Don't Be the Menace.
How do you leave? How do you leave the chat, man?
I remember Menace to Society in like, but I don't like. I remember Boys in the Hood. I don't remember Menace to Society like that. I don't remember Scarface, Godfather. That list long. That list long of like just super popular movies that I just like. Like I can tell you everything that happens in The Departed. I couldn't do that for like these other films. That list long, and yeah, that list.
Okay, so because it sounds like you're trying to save face. So that's not. I'm talking about stuff you have not seen that you want to get around to. Because you saying you've seen Menace. Now, okay. Let me ask this. Let me back up. Have you seen it like as a child? Like it was on, but you wasn't watching it, or like no, you put it on yourself, and you know you put it on, you just don't remember it.
So here's the problem. As younger, if I sat down and watched a movie, I'm a movie watcher. So like I would watch it. So the fact that it's aloof in my brain means that I remember segments and sections of it. But like when it come on TV, I don't stop and stay. I like. So I'm gonna get this a second, and then I turn to something else. Like it don't never intrigue me like that. Minutes don't never do that for me, and it come on all the time, and I be like, on to something else.
So
Scarface, Godfather, all that same way.
Maybe for me, Godfather 3. You know, I keep saying I'm gonna get around to it.
Yeah.
Now, 1, I think it's an amazing film. It's great.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
But 3. I just haven't.
You never seen Godfather 3?
Nah.
They say 1 and 2 are both amazing, and I couldn't tell you nothing about either one of them at all.
Yeah, the Godfather 3 is like, yeah, it ain't that. But I'm interested. I'm interested in this BT Kingsley Menace to Society thing only because I'm trying to figure out if he's ever actually seen it in its entirety.
So let me tell you what I remember. I remember Lorenz Tate. I remember him having the little stupid braids. I remember at the very beginning him going in getting into it with the Asian people. Mm-hmm. I remember Red Room.
This is Don't Be a Menace, bro.
No. This is I remember Don't Be a Menace. I remember the like a red room, like a card table or something like that, and them like playing cards or something like that, and somebody getting shot, and then it get real foggy after that. It get real foggy after, I want to say, like them first 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Now, Boys in the Hood, I can tell you everything that happened to Boys in the Hood. I can tell you that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a anti attentive person like that. Like when I'm watching a movie, I'm watching. I'm not doing anything else. So the fact that I can't remember, says a lot.
So Mike,
Yo,
did BTC Menace or not?
he didn't. He
You would say he didn't see it, right?
He didn't see it. He didn't see it. He's
Yeah.
doing that thing that we do every once in a while when we've seen clips here and there and it pop up, so
Yeah.
you're familiar. But
He's
he
like
hasn't
piecing
seen the
it
movie.
together, right? Yeah,
Right.
He never seen Menace. Got it. That's why I'm leaning towards that too, but I didn't want to jump the gun.
Hey, sounds fine to me. I'm totally okay with that.
You're responding like you've been shamed.
Lance, I'll give you one better. I ain't got no intentions on going to see it no time.
I know I know that part, but I'm trying to hit because I got movies like that. What you talking about? Like I seen it and like Love Jones. Like I seen Love Jones. I have no desire to go watch it again. Like it wasn't good to me when I watched it. Like I'm totally fine with that. I can't really tell you about it because I didn't care about it.
I'm with you on Love Jones too. I'm kind of the same place.
I watched it, man, as a kid, not as an adult, and I had no intention.
It's starting to sound like I got an issue with Lorenz Tate. That's what it's starting to feel like.
Oh, damn.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yo, but Lance, you haven't watched Power.
No, I probably seen.
No, I'm saying that because Lorenz Tate. Yo, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, man. He got a cool role.
Oh.
Now, let me tell you something. Now, Boomerang? Oh, my God. I've seen Boomerang. I saw the hell out of Boomerang. You hear me? Every moment of Eve's Bayou. Oh, let me tell you a movie I'm never turning on. That shit. I'm never turning on. I might turn on Love Jones or Menace. I'm never turning on Eve's Bayou. Eve's Bayou. Fuck out of here.
I'm like that about a lot of those movies. Like a lot of those black movies in like the 90s. It's like a list of them that I love. And then there's like another list, but I also feel like they were made for women.
Absolutely.
So it's like Waiting to Exhale. Like I don't need to see that again. Like,
nah.
I don't need to see
Stella got her groove back.
Yeah, I don't need to see that again.
I actually have watched that one though, man, like twice in the last at least year.
Let's go back. Let me tell you something. Waiting to Exhale is amazing.
Is it?
Waiting to Exhale is amazing.
Hey, bro, look, man, you got is it Angela Bassett, Whitney Houston, ain't Loretta Devine in that?
Yeah, she is.
It's like I would imagine that is great. Like I would imagine it's a great movie. And let me say this, we gotta be honest. If I'm with a woman and she wanna watch it, we're gonna watch it.
Because you ain't gonna make it through because y'all gonna end up fucking. But
you feel what I'm saying? But I'm not like, oh, I got some not any popcorn. LeBaron sent me some Popcorn World popcorn. It's the cheddar with the coated caramel, and I got a bowl of it. I'm not going through the remote saying, let me watch Waiting to Exhale when I'm by myself with my hands like that. It's just not gonna happen.
But you gotta be a lady that's like 70.
Waiting to Exhale has one, it's an easy watch because it's the four storylines kind of collectively telling short stories with different characters, right? So it's a easily, and then it has moments. It has like really good, memorable moments that makes the movie like really easily like digestible. That makes it like palatable. It's like it's a really easy watch. I'm not saying that for everything else though.
Yeah. Like okay. We got another top 5 going, but I want to do it like this if we can. BT, quick, give me your top 5 black movies in the 90s.
Black movies in the 90s, Boomerang's number 1 by far. Coming to America is probably number 2.
Them 80s, right?
Are those 80s?
What? No.
Coming to America is the 80s, right?
No, it can't be. It's impossible. No.
Are y'all sure?
I'm not confident in the possible. That might be 88, 89. I'm just not sure.
That's scary if that's 80s, man.
I'm gonna look, Eddie Murphy is gonna happen, bro. It's just like
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking up Coming to America. I feel like that was in the 80s. But keep talking.
When is Bad Boys? When is Five Heartbeats? This list is really short for me. When is Class Act? When is House Party?
Damn.
Because that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be in that realm. If you're talking black,
Coming to America is 88.
Damn.
When's Boomerang?
That's on the way. Boomerang is 92.
All right, so Boomerang's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Boomerang's number one. Then probably Boomerang and Five Heart.
Hold on. Time out. My bad. I know I'm changing it up, but I want to do this. Non-comedy.
Oh shit.
Hey man, let me knock out my first one before somebody steal it then. New Jack City, baby.
Yeah, but no, Mike, you going all five. You giving five.
Oh man. Wow. That's heavy, man.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, back to y'all.
I like New Jack. New Jack's hard.
Hey man, my number 2, Dead Presidents. Oh my God. Might be the best black movie ever. Underrated, arguably so. Yo, look at the cast. We could talk about it another day. Lorenz Taylor's in it. Hey, Above the Rim. What? Whoo, Shep.
Juice.
Juice got to be 90s.
Juice.
Right. Juice is 90s.
Five Heartbeats. Where's Five Heartbeats at? That's technically a musical.
Hey man, that's on the list of the ones that I've never seen. Yeah. Hey man, so I need to go back and watch it. I need to go back and watch the Five Heartbeats.
Yes, you do.
I hear everybody's quoting, man. They be laughing, and I just be like, hey.
Hey, let me tell you something, Mike. If you say that, niggas gonna automatically assume your wife is white.
Damn. Okay.
Like
you got an afro and you never seen Five Heartbeats. And that nigga fucking with them white girls. Man, I ain't time for that shit.
Yeah.
That's how they do you.
I got a white wife named Keisha.
Who's seen it already?
You got the bang with the highlights. In your defense, Five Heartbeats was not marketed well. Robert would tell you that himself. Like it was not marketed well as a film. The things that they highlighted didn't showcase how good of a movie it was. But did you see the Temptation story?
You mean the what was it, a new one?
No, the old one with David Ruffin and Leon playing them and all that stuff.
I don't think so.
Well, do you watch TV at this point?
Hey,
Five Heartbeats is definitely in there.
Wait a minute, which one do I need to watch first? Because I'm gonna probably do that.
Five Heartbeats.
Okay, Five Heartbeats first, and then do I need to watch the Temptation movie? Or you like
the Temptation movie is also very good, but that's like a made-for-TV movie. It's a little different. It ain't Five Heartbeats. Five Heartbeats.
This is the best black movie of the 90s. Let me see how y'all feel about if you would categorize it as a black movie. Malcolm X.
I liked it. Would I categorize it as a black movie?
It's definitely a black movie.
You talking about Spike Lee's version?
Yeah.
Would I characterize? I would.
I mean, of course. I mean, it's Spike Lee and it's all black people in the movie. But you know, when people say black movie, we know what they talking about. You know what I mean?
Like Friday.
Yeah. And that's why I was saying non-comedy. Because, of course, we love those movies, but it's us. Nigga's going to be Friday. It's going to be Boomerang. It's going to be Nutty Professor.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Streak.
Yeah, right. I mean, but comedy, we're talking the Def Jam era. Comedy just kind of dominated the space. I love New Jack City, though. New Jack City is I love New Jack City. I love Juice. I love
y'all remember He Got Game?
Yeah.
Shuttlesworth.
Jesus.
When does John Q come out?
And
is that considered a black movie?
That's what I'm saying. Like
that
'cause
felt
it-
more like just a movie.
Yeah, it's a
that was
black.
that was 2002.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not going back and checking for He Got Game. This is not something I'm like gonna re go back to. It's not something I'm gonna go. Hey. That's a comedy. Fact.
Hey,
Too much.
He Got Game is good though, man.
You going to set it off?
Now I'm finna say Fear of a Black Hat, but I'm trying. It's a comedy. Black Hat, bro. Tales from the Hood. Tales from the Hood.
You didn't laugh at that?
Tales from the Hood. If I'm asking like a question mark, then I'm wondering, does it count? Tales from the Hood.
What did y'all think about The Wood as far as it being comedy?
I love The Wood.
The Wood is the
as far as it being a
funniest
comedy.
movie.
I don't think it's definitely. It feels like a romance.
Nah, that's a comedy for
It's
sure.
hilarious.
That's one of the funniest comedies.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up and see if it's
It's kind of like Baby Boy. Baby Boy is a comedy.
It's
I don't
also
care what
like
anybody
early
say.
2000s though. Yeah. Go ahead, say that again, Mike.
I'm saying, like, man, who cares what they wanted it to be? If it came out a comedy, it's a comedy. Baby Boy is a comedy. I don't care what anybody says, man. And it's a top 3 comedy, man. It's Coming to America, Something, and Baby Boy. And that's the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, Fuck Your Fort is priceless, bro. Fuck Your Fort is one of the funniest things. He beat that nigga Fort over, bro. Oh, you built your little fort, nigga? Fuck your little fort, nigga.
Fuck your little fort.
Hey, no, while we're here, like, let me tell you something, nigga. And wait till hell, when that nigga shows up cussing her ass out, bro, when I tell you that's the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. When she don't want to go to the picnics, I'm taking you to meet my mom. And she like, I don't want to go. He was like, you raggedy bitches is all the same. Bitch. Complain all the time, but don't nobody want your ass. Don't know how to treat ya. That shit is hilarious. This nigga had a leather vest on with nothing under. He said, but as soon as a man, a brother, show you genuine interest, you bitches act something. When I tell you, Wait to Exhale is fucking hilarious. That nigga started throwing oranges at her, bro. I'm don't you throw that orange up here, nigga? That shit is hilarious. I don't know if it's supposed to be funny, but that shit was that nigga need an Oscar, bro. Oh my god.
What's Love Got to Do with it?
What's Love Got to Do with it is fantastic.
Amazing film.
Fantastic.
I ain't like how they portrayed Ike.
Oh, that was Ike, bro.
Hey man, I want somebody to do it over too. I want us to really get to know why Ike was like Ike. I think it could be done even better.
Yeah, that was Ike. I like how Lawrence did Ike. Let me see. Who else? What else? I'm trying to think of the movies in that time. New Jack City. When is Boys to the Hood?
That's 91.
I like Boys in the Hood. It's hard, dog. It's hard to think about when you eliminate the comedies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you take out the comedies, this is a struggle.
Yeah, man. I think I had 3 on the list.
How y'all feel about White Man Can't Jump?
I love White Man Can't
I don't
Jump.
think it's a black movie though. I don't
Okay.
see it as a black movie, but I love it. I love the movie.
Yeah, I love. That's probably my favorite basketball movie.
Okay.
I think I can say that with confidence. That's probably my favorite white basketball movie.
White or just basketball movie?
Basketball movie.
Okay.
I like it better than Like Mike. I like it better than Space Jam. I like it better than like.
Yo, did you see Above the Rim? Did you see it? Okay.
I like Above the Rim. But the reasons I like it ain't really basketball involved.
Love and Basketball.
It's a good watch.
Widely regarded as the best basketball movie.
Nah,
because women voted. You know,
Of
like
course.
everybody got, voted on it. So if it's widely regarded, it's because it appeals to both sexes. Whereas like Above the Rim, to me, that's a dude. That's a dude's movie.
Yeah.
Because my favorite basketball movie is Blue Chips.
Blue Chips was dope.
You like Blue Chips more than Teen Wolf?
I never seen Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf is a basketball movie, man, and Teen Wolf is hilarious. Hey, wasn't every single time they remade it, it was a basketball movie? Like in Teen Wolf 2, he was on the squad. Yeah.
Teen Wolf is a hooper, bro. I don't remember.
Michael J. Fox.
I might now Blue Chips I might never have seen. I don't remember Blue Chips.
Yo, that's Shaq, Penny, and the white dude from the country.
Is that the
yeah, Nick Nolte. Oh, Blue Chips is the shit.
Yeah, it was.
I remember getting a Blue Chips VHS for Christmas. I was maybe 10 years old or something. That was the best gift I had to that point. And I watched that shit so many times. You gotta remember back then, if it's basketball, I was all in. Like if it's basketball, sign me up. So like watching Blue Chips, and then we used to like stupid stuff used to like amaze us back then. So Shaq cussed in the movie, and I was like, oh, Shaq be cussing.
That's crazy.
Shaq was like, I don't see why you left the bitch. I was like, Shaq said bitch.
When is Blade?
Blade is 98.
Oh yeah, give me that. Give me Blade for sure.
Yeah, Blade is 98.
Blade's number T. Blade's strong number 2. That's a horror action. Blade is above everything. Am I taking Blade over 5 Heartbeats? Blade's number 3 for me. Yeah. Damn. Okay. It's hard to put out comedy, bro.
Okay, let me go. Malcolm X 1. I don't have an order after Malcolm X 1, but I'm gonna say Menace for sure. I'm gonna say Boys in the Hood for sure. I'm gonna say we said The Wood is a comedy, right?
Wood is
a comedy.
What about is The Best Man a comedy?
No, but it's good. It's a lot of funny parts, but I wouldn't say a comedy. Dramedy.
Romance.
Does that fit or is that too comical?
You could do that. Ain't no comedians in it.
Okay. That's what I felt about The Wood. Wasn't no comedians in it.
Yeah.
Yo, man, Stacy and the dude with the Jerry curl. They ain't comedians to you. Yo. That's the dude that should have got an Oscar. The dude with the Jerry curl. Oh, damn. Slim. Yeah. Right. Man, he was funny. Yo, watch that shit with some kids. Juice. Like now.
Yeah. What about what you feel about Candyman?
I got no.
It's all right. Yeah.
Candyman is not. Candyman was a black evil guy, and that was half the win. Black horror was half the win, because it's not that many of them, and that was why it stood out. So what's that?
Anytime I see a movie where black people are evil, I say this is so unrealistic.
Because I can't get with this. No, so number 1 for me is definitely Boomerang. 2 is 5 Heartbeats. Then I'll go Blade. Then probably Juice. Then New Jack City.
Damn. Yeah, I don't remember my choices, but fortunately, people can rewind and see everything I said out loud. Yeah.
All Mike knows is New Jack City, and he got game.
That was it. That's all I remember.
And Above the Rim.
And Above the Rim.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Hell yeah. Hey, man, speaking of black people, man, and, the life, man, that we live, man, this is interesting. Oh, damn, did I lose it? No, here it is. So, man, I don't know if y'all heard this, but it's a show that's been on one of them networks forever. It's called The Bachelor, right? So this year they decided to get a a bachelor that wasn't white. You know.
They got a BOC.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
They got a bachelor of color.
You know, they did. They did. His name is Matt James. You know, people that know. I can't say I know a lot about his background, where he grew up, who he grew up with, and all that type of thing. But he says this experience for him is really frustrating, you know, because he says that fans of the show assume that he's gonna pick a white girl.
Is there there's black women on there?
Yeah, there are black women on there. There's you know, I don't know how many, man. I heard like 4. You know, I think they have 30 women. I think they put 4 in the corner over there, you know, and they got supposedly, you know, other races too. You know, there's some Filipinos in there, man. There's some other Asians, and obviously there's white women. Yeah.
He said white people believe that he gonna
No. He said fans
of the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the show, and I think he gonna pick a white girl. Listen, bro. Listen. It's The Bachelor. You trying to have a career after this, and no, you gonna pick you a white woman now. His name is Matt. He's on the show. You know, you on The Bachelor. I don't know why they pick you if not to pick a white woman. They ain't picked you on here to black the show up. That's flavor of love.
And that's also where they went wrong if they want ratings. I heard that the ratings are the lowest this year for The Bachelor ever. And I think it's because, man, I don't know, man. I don't
Do people ever... Okay, so with the premise of The Bachelor is they take a single guy and then there's a bunch of women trying to marry him?
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah, man. I think our only, what's it called, is Flavor of Love. But it's supposed to be, you know, they got a better house than they gave Flav. You know, like Flav had a cool ass house, man, but I think they gave this fool like a castle or some shit.
Right.
You know, because it's ABC. They got bigger budget than what was that? VH1?
Oh, VH1. And then is he is like, when they say bachelor, are they grabbing like an eligible bachelor? Like this is supposed to be some guy that's that is well off, I guess, financially. And then this is where it always get weird. If you say the show's gonna be The Bachelor, right, and you taking a dude that's basically a hot commodity, right? So much so that you know that there's 30 women that would be interested in him. In what world does he end up on TV and then after that it's like, whoo, time to retire now? It's like, nah, bro. Like, Streets got really hot. He was just some random bachelor in New York that didn't nobody really know like that. But now, Streets is on fire, bro.
You the one from The Bachelor? That is me.
That's me. I've been watching a lot of these kind of shows, and I'm like, man, this is that's the part that they don't talk about.
Man, I think they're using us as usual. You know, man, they put this black dude on because they thought, all right, man, yeah, man, all this, you know, civil right, like a bunch of changes are happening in our world. Hey, this be a great time, you know, put a black dude up there.
Yeah.
And it's just not landing, man, because black people don't even watch it, even though there's a black dude on it. Like, that wasn't enough. Maybe if they would have put all black women, maybe it'd have been like, okay.
But that's where that's where the miscalculation is. If you do a black show, if you do a bachelor and you got a black bachelor, somebody got to tell ABC, yo, listen, black women are not going to tune in to see some available black man have the option to date 30 women and 4 of them are black. It's just like, they're not going to tune in for that. They can watch the NBA for that. There's a lot of, they just not going to tune in to see black women not get chose. It's just like, I don't believe that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see that happening.
Now, because I don't watch The Bachelor either, but in line with that, did y'all watch any of the Tiger Woods doc?
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, look at this. I watched part 1 and I stopped myself because I'm like, I want to savor and enjoy this another day. So I did. Did y'all?
I finished it yesterday.
Oh man, come on, BT.
I haven't seen it.
Oh man.
No,
Hey, man.
you guys can't ruin this on that.
Okay, look at this, man.
I saw
like I said,
I saw it, and I saw Minister Society. I said, I'm gonna go watch it.
hey man, I loved it. I loved it, man. It actually made me stop watching for like a portion of it and go to work. Like I had to pause it and be like, yo, let me go finish some shit I knew I needed to do anyway, you know? And then, man, it got to my favorite shit near the end. Oh, man. Infidelity. Man, they started talking about all that shit. And, man, boy, it was really exciting, man. I got a lot more to say about it, but go ahead, Lance.
Well, you ain't finished it.
You can't remember where part 1 ended?
No, I'm saying you haven't finished 2.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. So
what's it about? It's about his life.
Yes, it's about his life. Okay, I'll say it like this. Tiger had nothing to do with this documentary. You can tell when you watch it. So that always makes me uncomfortable. And then the more you watch it, you like, oh, these are like a bunch of like scorned people who are like, now I'm gonna tell all of Tiger's secrets. So like when you talk about the first episode, there's a girl who's claiming to be his first ever girlfriend, right? She has a wedding ring on, which means she's currently married. Imagine your wife getting on TV crying over her ex-boyfriend.
Oh my God.
That she was with 30 years ago. Like, bitch, go sit down somewhere. Yeah. Right? So then all of these, like everybody in his life who's talking, you start to realize they're not in his life no more. So it's like now they feel comfortable just telling these things, and then it paints this picture of his dad, and they do this for black dads. Like his dad is the bad guy because, you know, he put the work in and, you know, trained them hard and all that stuff. And they like, you know, his father, you know, he tried his best. Like it's some dude that was like a family friend, and he's talking about how like his pops used to like fuck chicks and all of that, and Tiger seen that. And then it's full circle now. Tiger's fucking chicks is like his dad. And it's like, first off, y'all not finna put Tiger Woods on me and tell me I'm not gonna get no pussy out of this. That don't even make no sense.
The concept that, first of all, we don't even really believe Tiger had bitches like that. Like, and I'm not saying he did or he didn't. I'm saying this world where you're trying to make him an evil, cheating, he was just reckless and did it. It's like, I'm willing to bet I got more bodies on me than Tiger do.
Yo, man, this is what I think.
Ain't no world where I walk into a room with Tiger Woods and I'm just believing that there's something he could get that I can't get outside of money, bro. And I ain't never met Tiger in my life, but I'm just like, come on, bro.
Yo, but that was it. That was it. It was the money. It was the wave. It was like he was Jordan. He was literally Jordan of golf. And for a big period of that, he wasn't married. So people was like, yeah, the fucking him stuff is cool, but man, look how good he is at golf. And his dad, they kept saying this, which I liked. They were like, his dad invented him, you know? Yeah. And man, that's just like, yeah. He was telling the stories about from the start, how early he picked up the club and how he got, and man, he appears like a machine. And at some point he got humanized later in life. And when he got humanized is when they just dragged him. When they was like, you know, he doing shit that everybody do.
And that's what I'm saying. And probably not nowhere as near as bad as somebody who's Tiger Woods.
Watch when you see part 2, bro. And everybody starts doing this thing. The guy from the National Enquirer is talking, and he's so happy. Like, we got dirt on Tiger. It's fucking disgusting, bro.
I saw it becoming grimy. It started ending real grimy when that girl with the whatever she did to her face 20,000 times hopped in the chair and was ready to spill the beans.
That was Rachel. You could tell. That was the one who was known as like the main mistress chick.
That's her name. You could tell. Damn.
I mean, look, just the logic that there's a Tiger Woods documentary where the people that are talking is no Tiger Woods involved, and then you're talking about relationships. It's like, bro, who cares? Tell me about the golf.
They talk about that.
They talk about the golf.
Yeah, but it's a story about him doing sexual things masked as a golf doc. So as a golf fan, you'll get enough if you into that, but your lady will watch it with you because there's so much scandal and infidelity and shit that she's like, oh, really? He was like, it's all of that is there. So it's like when you watch, like, let's say The Last Dance, right? There was enough drama in The Last Dance that might interest you if you're not a basketball fan, but it's not that kind of drama.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's like all kind of, it's all connected to the court. You know what I mean? It's like other than when they start talking about Dennis Rodman or some shit.
Right.
This is like the National Enquirer. This is a bunch of women getting on TV saying, I love Tiger. I thought I was the only one. Because basically what they were saying was, to your point, BT, Tiger was having different girlfriends. He wasn't just out here fucking chicks. Like he didn't know how to do that.
Yeah, bro. When look. We know he didn't know how to do that because of the toll it took on him and his career. Because I don't know what happened. All I know is some scandal came out and then he wasn't golfing the same. It might have just been that just happened as his game was falling off in age or whatever. I don't know. But I know it's the picture that is painted, which is always some bullshit. It's like, no, Tiger was playing amazing golf. Then him and his wife had a falling out and infidelity. And then now the stresses he's carrying around and he's not as good as a golfer. If he was the type of dude to get mentioned, then this wouldn't be the case. Because this is like, all right, you caught me. Because when you caught, it ain't like, I'll never love. That's not what happens. And I'll never love again. No woman will ever like me. No, I'm still rich. I'm still Tiger Woods. That didn't work out.
Yeah.
Next girl.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yo, I got a couple things on this. So, man, could you handle that level of fame? I mean, I'm presenting that to y'all. Could you right now? Could you handle that level of fame?
That was my point as well, Mike. And it's difficult to access at this age. Can you handle that level of fame?
That was part two. That was my part 2 question. At 17.
From then on.
Yeah.
You got to remember what golf was before Tiger and what golf is now after Tiger.
Transcended race, even though ain't a lot of black people in golf still, but we have the option. You know?
Yeah. And then when you watch that doc too, it shows you how they be playing with race and they just be making shit up. And that's one I be telling my people, man, we have to be very smart and conscious about the shit they be doing. Like, you remember the when the guy from Nike was like, are we gonna play on race? He was like, shit, yeah. And then so the first Nike commercial was like, there's still some courses I'm not allowed to play at because of the color of my skin. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, no, there's not. Like, there's you're Tiger Woods, bro.
Yeah.
There's racism everywhere. We understand that. Of course that. But to paint this picture like, even though I'm Tiger, I still go through the same racial struggles as you. Nigga, no, you don't. I promise you don't. And
I happen to not be a billionaire.
Yeah. And then the nigga got on Oprah and said he reads all of his hate mail just so he can remember what he's up against. Nigga, shut up. Like that type of stuff, bro. But then when he first got to Nike, they had put him through the media training.
Yeah.
Nobody blinks an eye when you say media training. Nigga, you don't they're telling you what to say.
Yeah.
Media training is teaching you how to push our narrative.
Hey, I agree with that. I believe that a certain type of person reads their hate mail for motivation. I think it's a particular person that does that.
But we don't think it's Tiger though.
Listen,
Hey man, no, I disagree, man. When you look at how good he was at hitting a golf ball, man, he was elite. When you're that good, when you tap into greatness, you're doing shit that's unconventional. You're not doing what everybody else does.
Check this out, Mike. Two things. They masked the documentary as him being this obsessive golfer who eats, sleeps, shits, thinks golf. The nigga's not doing that all day, and when he has some free time, he's just reading hate mail. That don't even make good sense. And secondly, they were saying it in a tone of racism. So you're reading your racist hate mail. So you're just reading, long day after course, let me read these people call me a nigger all day. Like that, no.
I would never put that out there. I would like if he had control of the doc, that would have never made it in there.
Yeah, but that's they push those narratives, man. And so okay. It's either this or it's this. When you watch the doc, when you watch Tiger, when you watch golf, who do you see at a golf course?
Yeah.
Right. So if you show these pictures of there is no pictures of 10,000 people following Jack Nicholson. That's not how golf is. That's Tiger Woods, right?
Right.
And they're all white. So do they love Tiger or do they hate Tiger? So of course there's racism. Are we gonna highlight if we do this as comics, but we don't dwell on it because we're not fucking psychopaths and we're not victims? You know, if you rock a crowd, standing ovation, motherfuckers holding their stomach, all we see is the one motherfucker who wasn't laughing, right?
Right.
We're never gonna get on after the show and talk about that because we're not victims, right?
Right.
The conditioning they do to us is to focus on the one person not laughing and magnify that and disregard the 700 people who had the time of their life.
But that's
all the great letters that they mailed him. He had a lot of amazing letters too.
That's the story, right? Like the media's job. Like I don't always give credit to evil genius stuff. I think like some stuff is by happenstance and some stuff is for the story, right? Not saying it wasn't on purpose, but it's like, all right, perception. Somebody who's around Tiger close enough to kind of see some of his habits might have seen him read some hate mail or react to some hate mail. They turned that into this sensationalized, like he read every letter. It's like, nah, he might gauge at his people that contradict him every now and then, but that ain't a good movie.
Hold on, BT, because I agree with that. This was out of Tiger's own mouth. This was him they played a clip of him being on Oprah.
Yeah.
And Oprah said, I heard you read all of your hate mail. And he said yes and said why. It's bullshit.
No, so I'm not denying that. So let's step back in. Side note, let's just make sure that we my name is BG Kingsley. I'm here on the Black one of the hosts, and I've traveled the world, and I just don't feel like Tiger be getting no vagina like that. But like, all right, so let's say this. In LA, very often, and this is something I've realized I'm not good at, and if this is gonna be what makes or break me, this is gonna be an issue. I'm not good at turning up this volume of like the showman, like fake, fraudulent, like version of myself. That's not who I'm authentically me kind of at all times, right? Unless you cut cameras on and I'm supposed to be performing, then that's when I'll perform. But I don't just do this in my regular life. But you guys have both been in LA long enough to see when somebody's just on one. You're just like, oh, this is just you this is you being on one. Like they're just kind of doing a lot and then back to the dot. It's like,
hold on, what they be saying?
And you see them doing it and you're like, man, I don't know if this is necessary. So to what you're saying, I'm not, and like you just said, no, that's bullshit. To Tiger, this is that version of it for me. It's just like, yeah, if you want to be the best, you have to read all your hate mail. It's like, no, you don't, nigga, you don't do that. But it's like, this is you. Just give me the
yeah. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
I am in full agreement with that. With Kobe the same way, with Michael Jordan the same way. They be telling those like sensational lies, like all I did, I didn't sleep and I woke up and I get that part.
I don't know. Them two specifically, I don't know.
I think Jordan was drinking beer. Jordan was drinking beer before the game.
Hey, you gotta turn the exaggeration up.
He was just good.
I think everything they say about Mike is true. All that Kobe shit is true, but it is first off. This is how I feel about T.I. I feel this way about 50 Cent. Once you get the reputation of it, now you gotta live up. Now you gotta walk in it.
Right. Like
Kobe's always been a hard worker. Once you got the reputation as a hard worker, he starts to play into it too. That's how I feel about like T.I. Like T.I. used to just talk, and now that people look at T.I. as a nigga who's like intellectual and shit, now he just be using words. Like
so you're saying a couple of like they would say Kobe or Mike would show up to the court before everybody else. It was a couple of them days he showed up before everybody, but that nigga was just like laying on his phone like he was just chilling like he was like, no, he was there before everybody. He did get some shots up, and then he saw that the janitors left, and that nigga was just like on the phone talking and shit. It's like,
yo, we heard that for years about all the players. He's a player that he's the first to arrive and the last to leave.
Get there, last to leave. When y'all gonna talk about the player who the last nigga to get there and the first to leave? I want to hear about him.
Hey,
and
Shaq,
the nigga had 35.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Shaq said he did that. He said that's who he was, man.
Talk about that. That he was the last nigga to practice, first one to leave, and then he give you 40.
Hey, BT, I want to get back to something you said earlier because I think I can see within it. So we was talking about how Tiger had girlfriends.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, he wasn't just smashing, he had girlfriends. And that makes sense because he missed out on socializing because that's all he was doing was playing golf. You know, so he didn't build the skills to just be around people like that. So he wasn't comfortable. So he was, you know, getting to know girls, and that was enough for him. Whereas if you already getting to know them, the smashing part is the thrill.
But all right, but here's the thing. Now we just talking like some super fly shit. Nigga, if I'm Tiger Woods, I can have multiple girlfriends. What the fuck are we talking about, bro? Like, yeah, I put you up. You got a little crib. I take care of some bills over there. I come knock you down, and I go to another chick house. Like, nigga, I'm Tiger Woods. I got 7 girlfriends, bro, and they don't know about each other. And I be lying. And bitch, I'm Tiger Woods. Like to a certain extent, maybe I'm totally wrong. And Ty was just on some players. Like, yeah, them my girlfriends. Like, not on some isolated. They know about each other, so on and so forth. Just like no, like. How many times has a woman been having an experience with you and she feel like, well, I'm clearly his woman because of how he treats me? It's like, no, or I just treat chicks like this. And it's just like, yeah, we go to nice dinners. You're going to be able to go get some fashion stuff. You're going to be able to live a certain life with me. I'm Tiger Woods.
Yo, man, but did 21-year-old you know that you could just tell him the truth? Like, I learned that later. Like, I lied to all of them.
But the thing about Tiger, from what they said, was this is not 21-year-old Tiger. This is 30-year-old Tiger.
Who, in essence, is probably like 21-year-old Tiger.
Yeah. Now, this is something they said. Because they talked about Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley in this doc, too. You'll get there, Mike. It's fucking ridiculous. They talk about how, you know, Tiger started to come around and, you know what I mean, he would come to Vegas and kick it with Mike and He said Mike. He would ask Mike like, "Yo, what is that?"
Mike who?
Michael Jordan.
Gotcha.
And Charles Barkley.
Okay.
And then they said like, Mike, what do you? Tiger asked Mike like, "What do you say to women? Like how?" And he said, "Tell them you Tiger Woods."
Right.
That was it. To your point, it's like, nah, that's not his brain. Ain't like, bitch, I'm Tiger. His brain is like, how you doing?
He thought he was a regular person.
Yeah, intimidated by by women, and then he had no niggas around him, man. Like,
okay,
that's the problem.
Stay there. So one, we know we absolutely. I want to attack that, but let's say so let's say that Tiger is not. If we're giving the storyline that he wasn't like a player, he wasn't a dude that knows his way around women, right? So if that's the case, for every woman that, since we know he didn't have nothing to do with documentary, for every woman that's on here saying he had multiple girlfriends, it's like he didn't know no other way to do this. So it's
time out. I keep talking, BT, but this is all while he's openly married. So they at least know that part.
And
that's what I'm saying. It's like, so I don't want to hear you cry about I thought he really loved me. Bitch, his wife be on TV with him. Like,
exactly.
Gold digging bitches need to stop it.
So that's ridiculous. They ridiculous.
To a certain extent, it's like, man, I can't live in both worlds. I am always very, very, very pro women owning their sexuality. You're not gonna hear me say some chick is a hoe, but you're not gonna hear me say stuff like that. So if I live in that world, that's because I give the benefit of the doubt to women for knowing their sexuality or what they do and don't want to do. So I can't respect Lori Harvey for how she moving and getting what she want. And then on the other hand, be like, oh, woe is me. He tricked you. Oh, he gaslit you. It's like, nah, bro. It's like you are
outside. It always reminds me. Y'all seen Carlito's Way?
Yep.
Absolutely.
So you, oh my goodness. So there's a scene when they supposed to, oh, you haven't seen it, BT. Okay. Carlito, Al Pacino's Carlito, right?
No, I can keep going.
He's a gangster. He's a gangster. He's trying to clean his life up now. He met a girl. I want out the streets. I don't want this life no more. His lawyer, who got him out, is now trying to get into some gangster shit, but just in a lawyer way. So Carlito do shit street way. The lawyer do shit like, fuck them, what can they do type shit. And Carlito like, no, nigga, all these everything you doing comes with a consequence.
Right.
So the lawyer do some wild shit. They got to break this nigga out of prison now. Some other dude out, this big mob boss out of prison. So they breaking him out of prison, and instead, the lawyer kills the nigga. Like while he's trying to climb back on the boat, he beat him with a hammer, and like the nigga sink. And he's like, Carlito, like, yo, do you know what the fuck you just did?
Yeah.
So then the lawyer is trying to like talk about it like he's still a lawyer, and Carlito's like, no, nigga, you doing gangster shit now. I don't fuck who you think you are. You are in a gangster's world now. That's how I feel about like, no, I don't care. No, you outside now. You are having an open relationship with a married man, and you cool with that. So don't cry about how he broke your little heart. And I thought he really loved me. It's like, no, he can't hide. He's Tiger Woods, bro.
Yo, man, they trying to get that show. You gotta be with the light on you, however you get it, when you desperate to get the light on you. So, man, where else does that come from? Unless they really feel that way, but that's just so irrational to feel that you was with a married dude and you're the victim when you did it knowingly. I just don't understand.
Yeah, I won't subscribe to that. There's no world where you're gonna get me to believe this. If you knew, here's for anybody who's listening on Spotify, iTunes, any title, any of the places where you listen to your podcast. If somebody married, they married. That's it, bro. That's it. Those are the rules. I don't care what they say. I don't care what as long as them rings exist, they exist. Is there some chances where he say he gonna leave her and he really gonna leave her? Sure. Are there sometimes when she say she gonna leave him, she really gonna leave him? Sure. But if married people start showing up acting married and crazy, know it's because they married. That's it. It ain't really that complex. It ain't really like, that's it. It's just it, bro.
It's a really simple thing. And it's like, and that goes both ways. That nigga, I don't want to hear that nigga crying about she lied to me or she got, nigga, you married, bro. Right. Like you playing the game, bro. This is what happens in the game, bro. If you don't want to play the game, go sit your ass down and be bored. Because it's the Chris Rock joke. You could be, what was it? You could be
bored
single
or happy. What is it?
Yeah, something like that. You'd be bored and married or single and lonely.
Yeah.
Right.
Even you nigga know if you got a lot of chicks, you lonely.
Absolutely. It feels different than having the chick that the entrusted. No, I can kind of go to her with everything. That's a different world. So it's like, no, you know the balance of these two spaces. So it's like, I don't believe it's either one or two things. Either Tiger understands that I'm Tiger Woods and I do what I want in life, and I got hella girlfriends because that's just how I feel like I want to live. And just this world where lying is bad be confusing me. It's like, no, you guys, lying is good. Lying be the shortest distance to things that you want very often. Lying's most of the time uncomfortable for the person being lied to. But for you, especially if you plan on maintaining this, lying's great. Lie, bro. It's like, yeah, it might. If I want something and lying is how I get there, the goal was to get to what I wanted, not to get to what I wanted in all honesty, truth, justice, and the American alleged way. It's like, no, the goal was to get to what I wanted.
The goal was to get there.
Did you ever go out of town like when you were young and like, just chase the tail and like make up careers? Now we used to do that all the time. We would go to other cities and make up careers and jobs and shit like that. Was fun. I'm a pharmaceutical. I don't care. I ain't gonna.
Yo, I got a question then, man. Like, so did Tiger's game go away? Did he lose it because of the marriage or because of the hoe? Well, what? Sorry, what are they? Mistresses,
the
girlfriends, the women on the side. Like, why did he lose his game?
Are you ready for this?
The main reason he lost his game is he had back problems. He had back problems and knee problems. So all those other stresses and things can be a factor, but this is somebody who's really good at, compartmentalizing and doing things and blocking everything out and just focusing on the task at hand, especially after he read all that hate mail. So
but your back and knee don't hurt after you go see girl number 3. Like, listen, bro. Lou Williams. Lou Williams is a known person that we know. Lou in these streets, bro. Lou got 2 girlfriends. It's well documented. He be in these streets. Right now, Lou's not playing good basketball. Could you think possibly some of this has to do with the fact he can't be in these streets because of coronavirus and all these rules?
It ain't his back.
He getting all the rest he need, but he just don't feel like himself right now. He's just like, bro, what? I ain't gonna even hold you. Might be the issue Kelly Oubre having some game problems right now. You used to be in a certain, like, this is who I am. I'm Tsunami Poppy. I'm a light-skinned dude in the league with green eyes. Bro, I was living a life.
Wow.
I was living a life. Now I'm in a new city and I can't go outside, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro? My
jumper just got engaged.
My jumper hella off.
Left-handed, other way, but Oubre.
Wait a minute, who got engaged?
My jumper off, bro. It just don't feel the same, man.
Oubre got engaged.
Yo, you making that up?
No.
He had no choice. He in the house now.
Yeah, man. We not gonna. This is not his best days moving forward. Yeah, man. When you're not yourself, we will not get the best out of you. It's just across the board, man. And I think that's what was stripped away from Tiger, including possible, body pain, back problems. But man, when you can't dig into the essence of who you really are,
Yes.
no one should even expect the best results in the greatness.
Mikey, let me show you how crazy it is. You could lie yourself. You lying is kind of like you are creating a false narrative for your own reality, right?
But I love it.
If you a good liar, you could create the world that you want to live in. Now, the extenuating factors of that are like all over the place, but it's like no. Like when I do the Wednesday Lover Show, I tell every woman in there, listen, man, ain't no such thing as a single dude. There's no single men. Ain't no the dudes that y'all looking at, like men that get haircuts, go outside, buy fits, clean their shoes off. You know what I mean? These dudes, there's zero are single. Ain't no man walking around with no chicks. Like, and if they do, then they're a goober. They're like a Tiger type dude. And even he had 8-9 girlfriends. So it's like, nah.
So what does single mean? So you're saying, yeah.
So when if a woman meets me, she'd be like, "Are you single?" I'm like, "What are we talking about?" No, I'm married, engaged, divorced, single. I have 6 kids. I ain't got no kids. I got a kid on. I'm all of the above. What that got to do with what we're talking about?
And if she asks you that question, it don't really matter.
It don't really matter. It don't really matter. Assess how you're going to deal with me, because that's what I'm doing. You think so? Let me get this right. You think if I had a woman in my life, she not gonna know who I am? That's where the honesty is with her. Well, this is irrelevant. This is irrelevant. I just met you. I don't owe you anything.
What's your name, bitch? You pick a name.
It's Chris today.
Man. Yo, what you just said is just powerful. You said where the actual honesty lies is that the person that knows you, that's it. So man, when people come at me and they're like, "You really said that?" I'm like, "Yes, she know everything.
She knows you." Hey, you gotta, honesty is great, but honesty ain't for everybody. And every time, and then like perfect example, women are very honest with their homegirls, but women will meet a man and the man will say, "Can I have your number?" And she'll be like, "I have a man." No, you don't. You just don't want to give him your number, but he don't deserve the truth, so you get him out of here. It's like lying. Yes.
Yeah.
Lying
Safety first.
good.
Safety first.
Safety first, bro. You gotta go home.